Gaidu was a good demon, but due to the curse of a witch, she is turned into a girl, and now she, along with her partner, is searching everywhere for that witch to reclaim her body. So guys, the story starts with we are on a train, where the Gaidu along with his friend Asaf had set out to find the witch on another platform. They had already gone to a sandwich shop in a city and asked the shopkeeper, "So, is there anyone here? Is it a witch?" Shopkeepers say, "Witch? This girl will be able to tell you about it in more details." On hearing the name of a witch, the girl says, "Witch? But why do you need a witch?" From nearby, Gaidu says, "Don't ask too many questions. Just tell me where to find the witch." Now, Asaf says, "Listen to the girl quietly. Actually, it is a little business related to ours with the witch. We are lucky that you are the first one who knows about this witch." To this, the girl says, Hey, it's not like that. Everyone in the city knows that witch. Everyone talks about her. Everyone knows witch." Then suddenly all the glass in that place breaks because a huge shark monster appears outside. Gaidu goes out and sees all the police officers firing at him. In his mind, he was thinking that this must be a witch. From behind him, the girl says, "No, this is a monster. Our Lady Witch will come now, only then we will be there." Seeing that Lady Witch comes to that place, and with the help of her powers, she makes a ball in front of that shark monster and immediately throws it on the mouth of that shark monster, and only then that shark monster gets destroyed in front of everyone. It happens. That little girl says, "Look, this is the hero of our city." Asaf say, "She is a witch, and the hero must be a heroine." So he says, "Girl, whatever, but I call her mistress, along with all the people here." The police officer also congratulates the Lady Witch, and here he tells Gaidu not to worry, our mission will start soon, but Gaidu was not there to hear that. He goes straight and attacks the Lady Witch. He says, "Finally, I have found you," but Lady Witch easily tosses his attack, and with her power she ties Gaidu with a rope, and the police also comes and catches him, but even then Magician Asaf comes there. He goes and tells Gaidu, "We have to get out of here." Gaidu says, "No, this witch is in front of me. I will finish her and leave. But you," without listening to anything he says, "this Lady Witch, it did not happen this time. So what happened, we will definitely meet next time." Guys, many years ago this city was cursed by a weak witch, but this curse was somehow sealed, and that Lady Witch was destroyed and to get information about her. So, both of them come in front of his palace afternoon. At the time of seeing that palace, some children also come there, and from those children comes to know that their hero ladies also live in this palace. Only then they open the gate. In the morning, a little girl comes. She ushers everyone inside and asks both of them to leave from there, but the Gaidu says to that girl, "This girl, you are making a mistake. Don't trust that witch." That girl says, "First, stop giving bad things to our mistress because of an old witch. Get lost from here. It's our anniversary today. Don't spoil the party." Now he says anniversary. Whose anniversary? That girl says, "I don't even know, only after going to mistress." Saying this, the girl leaves from there. After this, Asaf says, "Gaidu, unfortunately I have to research about something, so right now we will have to go back to the hotel." As soon as we return to the hotel, Gaidu is eating her food. And after doing their research, everyone comes to know that on this day, 400 years ago, the curse of that witch was sealed with some magical power, and it seems that the switch has some connection with the same witch. Then that is why the palace was destroyed. There is going to be some happened, Gaidu. Quickly get ready for the mission. We have to go to that palace. After hearing this, Gaidu becomes very happy. Here, the little girl tells everything to that Lady Witch, mistress, both of them again. They had come outside our palace and were speaking bad and good things about you. As soon as the witch hears this, there is complete darkness at that place. After some time, the girl with the dream comes to her senses. She opens her eyes and sees everything. The place was a dead body in his own hands. Seeing that her leg was also cut, she shouted to the mistress and said, "Mistress, what is happening to us?" And the ladies say, "Don't worry, you guys are the key for me. The weak witch was killed years ago. She was my grandmother, and your soul will be very useful to me to break the seal of that day. My grandmother was innocent. No one actually knows the reason for the fire in the city that night, but still my grandmother was killed in front of everyone for being an idiot. You tell me whether this is right or wrong. Now I will open the seal of my grandmother with the help of each one of you. No, mistress, don't do this, those ladies. He kills a girl in front of him due to which one of the seals of his grandmother gets broken and the entire city catches fire. Look, the ladies were very happy, but then we see Gaidu coming from the roof, and she attacks the witch, but with one blow the witch pins Gaidu away to a tree. But Gaidu gets up again and comes to attack her, and with that too she throws him away with her power, and also attack to Asaf. When she uses her power, Asaf easily dodges her power with the help of his shield and protects everyone at the same time. Little girl says, "Why are you doing this, mistress? We are with you, good days. We used to spend time in front of all of you. We will present the truth of your grandmother to the front of city. Now she has become very dangerous, here even after being badly injured." Gaidu stands on her feet. She says to that lady witch, "Look at this. You are a witch. This has happened because of you. If any witch gives a curse to someone, then his mark gets marked like this, and our Gaidu was also a good demon earlier, and because of the curse of a witch, he got this condition. And because of this, Gaidu hates all the witches very much." Seeing this, the witch says, "Okay, you have got the debt of a witch, but to remove it, you will have to kiss a prince, otherwise you will have to kiss him. Due to this debt, his mood will have to change." Gaidu comes to attack him in anger, but Lady with his power makes her suffer in such a way, but Gaidu holds his neck and kisses him. On the other hand, Asaf calls that lady witch. What if the switch is not done? If Gaidu kisses a witch once, then her kiss disappears temporarily for some time. Only after the kiss, Gaidu's soul comes out and goes inside that coffin. And only after this, Gaidu comes out in his real form. Look, Lady Witch becomes sucking, and the witch was attacking Gaidu, but there was no effect. After this, she uses her most dangerous spell, in which due to fire in the palace, there is smoke everywhere, and from within that smoke, the Gaidu catches his hand and gives him a strong punch, which he goes away and gets finished instantly, and here Gaidu. She had also returned to her previous form. Only after this the scene changes, and everyone sees that the fire in the city has been extinguished. He tells Gaidu that to remove the permanent curse, you will have to find that witch, because today's it is very difficult to find a prince in these times, and due to this, both of them set out to find a new witch in another city. Actually, Gaidu and Asaf work in a magical association. They work on any type of magical. They solve the problem, and there may be a problem of witch in it. Next day, both of them get work in a different city. Gaidu asks if there is any witch here. It doesn't seem like everyone can speak, but let's see anyway. Only after this, both of them. A man comes in front of me and everyone says, "Tell me what is your work." That man says, "Okay, so don't tell this to anyone." Actually, our master is very fond of collecting things, and in that collection, one of our things came from the museum. He says, "Has gone, has run away," meaning is there a creature? Is that man saying yes? And because of that, everyone is very worried. The Gaidu looks at everyone moving forward. This is a very big magical creature that is very big and dangerous. That man says, "You magicians can't do any harm to it. This has to be done." From here, Gaidu says, "I will take rest. I only mean witches. This work is yours alone. You alone can deal with it." After Asaf uses his magic power, he puts his hand inside the water and brings the same water under his control and attacks the creature. But the creature easily dodges it and attacks it on the reverse side. But this time, the creature makes another move. It uses the water. He takes it and puts it on his mouth, and he faints there due to not being able to breathe. It falls, and Asaf's work is also finished. After this, the master of that place thanks Asaf, and the master says, "I have heard that you people do all kinds of work." On this, Asaf says, "No, we only solve magical problems." They solve it, and there could also be a witch problem in it. After this, both of them leave from there and have dinner at a restaurant. Asaf was swigging his glass of wine, and Gaidu was thinking only about the witches. He says, "There is a different pleasure in relaxing after work, but what happened to you? You will not eat food." Gaidu gets angry and says, "Stop talking nonsense. Why have I joined this association?" Asaf says, "There is no need to remind me, but you have dropped this good thing of mine." Gaidu says, "Stop the nonsense. I want it right now." Asaf says to him, "Do your work with money. Nothing grows on a tree that I can give you whenever I want, so show your patience. Hold it inside yourself. As soon as you take the wine again, the waiter comes there with a letter." Actually, both of them get a new case from the association through the letter. Gaidu says, "What is this uncle's case?" Asaf says, "Wait, I will give you this ring. When you open it, open the letter and see its details. Gaidu, get ready. We have got a new case." Gaidu was thinking that this is a witch's case. Then in the scene shift, those people go in front of an old woman's house and the old woman. As soon as she sees both of them, she says, "You both have come. Look, I am not able to open this magical box, and that's why they open that box with one stroke and leave from there. Gaidu says it is done, but you behave like this. They were thinking that this is the work of a witch, and everyone says that I will get the work of a witch all the time. This is not possible. On hearing this, Gaidu gets angry and says that the day my debt will be removed from me, that day I will destroy you first. Hearing this, Asaf says glad to hear. After this, both of them spend some time in the evening. At that time, everyone says, learn to control your anger. It will take time to reclaim your body. After this, waiter bring letter again. Gaidu was thinking in my mind, again a bad case, but in this the Asaf says, you should be happy in this because this letter has come in black color, and black color means witch's case, in fresh capital. A witch is continuously committing murders. After snatching the letter, she becomes very happy after reading it, and everyone says, make your own preparations. We have to leave as soon as possible. We have very little time in our hands. After this, we go to high school. Let's watch tonight on Density. A girl was going home from the streets of the same city. While going home, no matter what she did, he would notice her. All this did not seem right to the girl. When the girl was going ahead, she would turn back. There was no one there, but when he sees her, he grabs hold of her and kills her by inserting his hand from inside her body. This death was very painful for that girl. After this, the scene changes, and we see a police officer. It is shown that last night, that police officer had killed his 2 sons and burnt his house, and even today he has killed these 3 girls very brutally, and to investigate the same thing, that police officer. He has gone to that place, but his nearby friend says, sorry, officer, even today he has escaped from our clutches. Kira was thinking in my mind that a witch would not kill anyone after suffering so much. Be it a witch or a human being, we will have to find him. Along with killing, this witch has created destruction everywhere, and along with that he tells Kira that you are the only magician of this city. If you are lacking any power, then you can talk to the mayor, and one more thing. Keep listening. Don't take any decision alone. If you listen to this, it will be for your own good. Kira says, don't worry, I will take care of everything. Guys, Kira is the only magician in this city, and if anything is done to her, she will. It is almost impossible to save this city, but one thing is that Kira's power is not that powerful. As Kira was leaving on the way, Asaf was smoking a cigarette and was telling Gaidu that we are late because before our arrival, that witch had, due to this, 32 people have died, and a police officer is also present in it. The worm stops as soon as it hears the name of the witch. Who are you both? What is there on this coffin? Now he says, relax, stop panic. We both will not harm you. On the contrary, we have come to help you. Kira says help. What kind of help? Asaf says, we have come from the Magical Association, and in that association every type of magical problem is solved along with witches. Only after hearing this, the officer says something. Without speaking, Kira takes both of them to a hotel. She shows her card and comes inside and says to the guest, we need a soundproof cabin. After coming into the cabin, he says, wait a little for our food to come. We will eat. You like talking more while eating. By then, your coffee will also arrive. If you talk after the food arrives, then you can start, but the insect says no. I will understand the conversation of both of you properly, and I will trust you. Hence, you will be the first. After hearing this, Asaf says, okay, we are too late. So many murders have taken place before our arrival, but otherwise we will have to stop that witch. You are the only magician in this city, and this case has being in charge. You know everything about it. Gaidu gets angry and says, officer, I will quickly tell you about that witch. Kira says, why are you so obsessed about this witch? And everyone says, Gaidu, sit quietly. Yes. Actually, he is doing a lot of serial killing. That is why Gaidu will finish him first with her own hands. The officer understands this and says that there is no benefit in lying to me, so tell me the truth. What is the ruckus? And your word are being recorded on CCTV also. If you say you are very clever, then he says, then listen, my friend has been given a curse by a witch, and to remove that curse, we will have to eliminate that witch and the witch of your city. Perhaps this could be a debt witch. Kira says, okay, then this is your personal matter. Asaf says, now don't say that this is also a lie. Kira does not speak. No, I have faith in you, Gaidu. If you speak, then tell me about that witch. But Kira said, that's all for today. We have become partners from today. We will meet again tomorrow in this restaurant at 9 p.m. Gaidu says, she herself, without saying anything, went in this direction after knowing everything about us. Another side witch has again caught a girl, and by inserting her hand through the main point, she again gives her a painful death. This was really very dangerous. After this, they were again booked for a murder case the next day. They get information about the witch. They reach that place. The guide breaks the door of that house. All three of them go in